Hey everybody, this is Dan, and this is a brief mixture problem from ALEKS in my beginning algebra class. And I think the easiest way to do this is to set up a little table. And this table has three columns. The first column is kind of how much we have of what we start with. The second column is the percent, so we'll put like the percent here. This is the amount. And then this is like, if I take the percent times the amount of that, that gives me my amount from that part. Or if you're doing a mixture problem, it'd be like the percent of the solution times if you multiply those, that tells you how much is actually of the acid or whatever it is. So in this case, the amount that we have in the first investment is, I don't know. So let's just call it X. But we do know that's at 2%. And the other part is, how much do I have in the other investment? I don't know that either, but I do know the total here is 8,000. So if I take 8,000 minus what's in the other one, so 8,000 minus X, that is how much will be in that investment, and that is at a 4%, or I'm sorry, 5% profit. And we do know the total return was 4% for both. Okay, so we've got the amount, so I don't know the rest of it, and the total. So if you added these two together, X plus 8,000 minus X, you get 8,000. So if we add those, you get the total. So it kind of adds straight down. And if we multiply straight across, we're going to get 0.02X here. If we multiply straight across and we take 5% of 8,000, we're going to get 400 minus 0.05X. Sorry, it's a little small. So we're really distributing it through. We're taking 0.05 times 8,000 and 0.05 times negative X. And then if I take 4% of 8,000, we're going to get 320. Okay? So really what we end up with is 2% of how much we invested in the first one, and then 5% of how much we invested in the second one. We know that total return was 4% of the total, which is $320. So we know if we add these two together, we're going to equal the total. So there's our basic equation, 0.02x plus how much interest we get from the second one is going to be 400 minus 0.05x equals 320. Alright, because we know the two parts have to equal the whole. So if we combine like terms here, we get 400 minus 0.03x equals 320. Oops, 320. If we minus 400 from both sides, so negative 0.03x equals negative 80. And if we divide negative 80 by 0.03, we're going to get 2,666. So if we divide by negative 0.03, divide by negative 0.03. So the first, how much is in the first one would be X equals $2,666.66. And we know the rest is going to be in the other bank. So we just take 8,000 minus 2,666.66. We get 5,000. So the other bank, so I'll just say Bank A, where they call it to invest. Oh, this would be Fund A, and this would be Fund B. So the rest of it's $5,333.34. Now, I don't know if you round that to the nearest penny, then that would be 33. So hope that helps the mixture problem. So in general, you can do this with every mixture problem. The first column here is how much you have of each thing. This is the percentage of that. Multiply straight across to get the total there. And then we add down. The first two columns add together have to equal the third. And this can work for pretty much every mixture problem. So hope that little video helps. And comment on the YouTube video below if you have any more like these you'd like me to or elaborate on.